Do you keep your pods?
Yes. Yeah, I can
I think
go
you
back
can
and
sync it up and just hit a button and it transfers it to your YouTube.
that seems pretty good. We'll have to do that next
Yeah.
time. Alright, so we are Green Goblin unleashing the Mutagen
Whoosh.
with all of our base stuff in here. And during the setup, we put a Goblin Thrall minion into play engaged with each player. And then we shuffle the encounter deck, which I have already done. We both have a Goblin Thrall with 1 scheme, 1 attack, 3 health, and guard.
I don't. I'm already falling behind.
That's okay.
Alright, I get one and you get one.
Yes. Okay, so unleashing the mutagen. Green Goblin has released a toxic mutagen gas on New York City. When completed.
Ah!
When completed in player order, each player not engaged with a Goblin minion must discard 3 cards from the encounter deck and put the first Goblin minion they discarded this way into play engaged with them. So that'll get us more minions out. 14 is going to be our limit, and it comes in with 4 on it. And then we'll be getting 2 a turn.
Interesting. So if we don't have a minion, then we discard 3.
Yes.
A minion.
Yep.
Okay. But if we do have a minion, then you just skip that. Interesting.
Yeah, She-Hulk is lawyering. I don't think she would do as well in this particular scenario, so that's why I went back to Nova, and I have wanted to play Nova again here lately, so this is the perfect opportunity, I think.
I think you went first last time.
Okay, then...
You want to switch it up then? Or?
Yeah, for sure. You can
Right,
go
let me lay out
first.
my cards. This is my mulligan hand. Let's see what we got. More room. Alright. 1. Let's see. Pim Particles is going to pay for Army of Ants. And then whatever this card is, depending on what that is, Giant Stomp is going to pay for this. Want to keep resize. Alright, we're just going to get rid of Gauntlets, because I have still yet to see that card actually be worth anything.
Yeah.
Mockingbird comes out. Okay.
What's up, DVO? I am playing Nova, and Blunder here is playing Ant-Man. He's doing Ant-Man Justice, and I've got Nova Aggression against Mutagen Formula. Gonna be awesome.
Alright, here we go.
Go for it.
We're going to use, let's see, after you spend this card, heal 2 damage from your hero, or draw a card if we're in Tiny. Only seems reasonable to start in Tiny. So we remove 1 threat, because we went to Tiny. Then we use Pim Particles to pay for Army of Ants. Using Pim Particles for a resource allows me to draw a card in Tiny form. Ooh. Okay. We are then going to board for 2. Bring that down to 1.
Okay.
And I'm going to play... Giant Stomp to play Clear the Area. Remove 2 threat. It removes the last one to draw a card.
I flippin' love Clear the Area. That is probably one of my favorite Justice cards.
We got our free side scheme draw. Skilled Investigator. And then we're gonna... Oh, I was gonna kind of get this out there, but maybe we spend it now.
Definitely another time, DVO, for jumping in, doing some 3-player. Heck yeah. That'd be
Let's go ahead.
That'd be legit.
And I want to resize and draw a card. I think I do. So for free, we're going to resize to large or exhausted. Giant form. We do 1 damage to our. What's the key here? Goblins.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, they have guard anyways.
Yep.
I'll just attack mine for 1.
Okay.
I draw a card because I used resize. We got our clear area.
Bummer.
We'll save it. We'll save it. Actually, I'm in giant form. Let's just get rid of our cards. Getting counterintelligence out. And then that is. Oh, I should have used ants. You still okay if I use ants?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. We'll just plug that on my guy.
Okay.
And then we're done.
Alrighty. So over here, I'm going to use connection to the world mind to search for the helmet. And since it's third from the bottom, yep. Since it was a wild, it gets put into play. And then we're going to...
What is that again? It's a resource generator?
Yeah, so it gives me aerial. And then as a hero resource, I can exhaust the helmet to generate a wild resource. And then the hero form response, after you use one of Nova's basic powers, ready the supernova helmet.
Yeah.
So that'll come in handy. All right. So then we're gonna do. I'm going to use the power in all of us and supernova helmet for 3 wild resources for basic for Moon Girl. And the 3 wild are treated as 3 mental resources. And I draw a card for each mental resource used to pay with her. I should come down here a little bit. So we draw 1, 2, 3. Okay. There's no threat on the main scheme. So let's... I'm going to use Bring It to draw a card for each minion engaged with you. There's 1 minion, so I draw a card. It's real good, but don't need it quite yet. What we want, though... I'm going to pay 2 for Hall of Heroes. And then we're going to... go back to here. We're going to attack your goblin for 1 to defeat him.
He's gone.
That readies the supernova helmet. And then I'll use the supernova helmet for pot shot. I double the number of wild resources generated when paying for this card, so the helmet will pay both for this, to deal 4 damage to an enemy, to destroy my goblin thrall.
Nice.
And then... Oh, I defeated 2 dudes here. I don't have my other cool things. So that gets 2.
What does that do again? That just applies towards ally purchase?
Hall of Heroes. After you defeat a minion, place a glory counter here. As an alter ego action, I can exhaust this, remove 3 counters to draw 3 cards.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use Go for Champions and Pot Shot to pay for Wasp as 2 energy resources. So she has 2 health, maximum of 3. And then we're going to get in for 5 on the boss.
27.
And that's it for me.
Alright, ready up.
Ready and draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I only get 4.
Ooh, unleash the Nova Force. I like. Prevent that.
So can I use swarm tactics then with that wasp?
Yes.
Nice. Never took it out.
Awesome. All right, so we are up here. So he gets 2 threat on the main scheme. And Green Goblin has 1 scheme, 2 attack, and then a forced response. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, place a threat on the main scheme. All right. He is attacking at you for 2.
I will take it.
Okay. 3, 4. After this activation ends, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. So he hits you for 4, and he damaged you, so we put another threat on the main scheme. Mm-hmm. And then this gets shuffled back in. And then he is attacking at me. And I think... oh, you know what? How much damage was that? 4?
It was 4.
I'm going to use my Supernova Helmet to play Force Field Projection. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent 3 of that damage. So you only take 1. If you paid for this card using a wild resource, which I did, deal 3 damage to an enemy.
Take that, Gobby. He's down to 24, and I'm back up to 11.
Neat. Okay, so now he is activating against me. They still got that. Let's just have Moon Girl get in the way of this. So this is attacking for 2, and put Goblin Thrall into play, engage with you. Alright, so Moon Girl gets hit. He didn't deal damage to me, or to you, so it does not put a threat on there. However, since Goblin Thrall now came into play during the villain's activation, it's now his turn to activate, so he is going to get in for 1, and we'll just let that happen. Sure. Down to 10. And then you get a card, and I get a card. You're first player. Your card is Intimidation. When revealed, choose to either spend 2 resources of any type, or give the villain 1 face-down boost card.
Ugh, I just got my helmet too, bro.
I mean, it's early enough.
Yeah, let's do the boost card.
Alright. He gets a face-down boost card. Oh, Shadows of the Past. Yep, that's a thing.
That's a thing.
Okay.
I've seen that card way too many times today.
Warbringer. 1 scheme, 3 attack, 5 health, forced interrupt. When Warbringer attacks you, he gets +1 attack for that attack for each card with a printed wild resource in your hand. That attack gains overkill. Gross. Gross. And then Bring the War. This comes in with 2 threat, and it has a hazard icon. When revealed, each player discards 1 card they control with a printed wild resource. For each card discarded this way, place a threat here. What a pain. Oh, they control, not from your hand. None of my cards have a printed wild resource. Yes!
Alright, so this is your minion, Thrall, Bring the War, and Warbringer. Okay.
Do you have any wild resources on board?
I don't.
Perfect. So it's only 2 threat there. Neat. First player passes to me. And once I shuffle this, we will be on our way. Alright.
I suppose I could have used counterintelligence during your time. You could have removed 3 threat from the main.
It only had gained 2 at one time, so it would have wasted 1.
Well, it says when any amount of threat would be placed,
Prevent
discard
3.
this, prevent 3.
Yeah, and only 2 went on at a time.
It doesn't remove 3.
Right.
It prevents.
Yep. Alright, I don't need that. Ugh. Unleash Nova Force is so good, but I think, given the current situation, I think I need to
just leave your side scheme for me.
All right, I'm going to attack the Goblin Thrall for 1. That readies Supernova Helmet. I'm going to use the Supernova Helmet and 3 for Dive Bomb, since I have Aerial with the helmet. Hero action, attack, deal 7 damage to an enemy, deal 1 damage to each other enemy. So I hit Warbringer for 7, and then the Goblin Thrall for 1. So that defeats Warbringer. That gets another counter on Hall of Heroes. Wasp is going to hang out, and then I think I'm going to flip so I can draw a lot more next turn. Okay. So the Goblin Thrall has 1 health left.
Got him. Alright. That's easy. I hate to do this, but we're going to play all 3 of these to get our helmet out. I don't want to lose that. And then we're going to change to tiny mode. God, I should have installed a voice changer. If I was in tiny form, I'd get a tiny voice.
Tiny mode.
Okay. When I switch to tiny, I do draw a card. Ooh. So let's go ahead and Army and Ants your Goblin Thrall.
Cool.
You gone?
He gone.
And we're going to thwart for 2. Get rid of.
Bring the War.
Bring the War.
Hey, that draws you a card.
Draws me another card with Skilled Investigator. Unfortunately, that's my turn. I just don't have enough cards. That is it. Yep.
Okay.
Ready up and draw.
Yep. 1,
We get 5
2,
cards.
3, 4, 5,
There we go.
6.
There we go. Search the encounter deck for a side scheme. Reveal that side scheme. I got 2 of those. So if you know any easy thwartable side schemes in this deck.
I'm sure we can find them.
Okay.
Okay, so we are up here at the villain's thing. They get 2 threat on the main scheme. He is scheming against me, has +1 boost card for 1 scheme.
Sorry. That was on me.
2
for the extra boost card.
3, that's right. This card gets +1 boost if at least 1 goblin minion is engaged with you. Nope. So that's a whole 3 more on the threat. 8 of 14. And then he is attacking against you.
We just take it.
I can have Wasp jump in the way.
It's up to you.
Let's do that. So 2, 3, 4. After this activation ends, shuffle this card into the encounter deck. Alright, so Wasp gets nuked. Nobody has to put threat on the main scheme, and Monster goes back in here. Blunder needs to speak in high-pitched voice whenever he's in tiny form, deeper voice in large form, normal as Scott Lang.
I mean, we got the giant voice down.
Yeah.
You gotta work on the tiny.
Alright. So we've got encounter card for me, encounter card for you.
Marie says counterintelligence to 3 threat.
Yeah. Well, there's probably about to be more.
I mean, we could just do it now.
Yeah, that's fine. So that was...
Alright. We'll use that, removes 3.
Yep. Okay, so now he's scheming from my advance. of 1, 2. Place a threat on the main scheme for each card with a printed wild resource in your hand. None. Oh, wait. Yeah. This was on me. I have none. So, that is just 2 more. And then your encounter card is a Goblin Soldier. 1/1, 5 health. When defeated, deal 1 damage to the engaged player.
Goblin
First player
soldier on
passes to you.
Alright, make sure I'm caught up. 24 health, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threat on the main. That flips
Yep.
it. No, it's 14. 14. I'm used to playing solo player.
Yep. Would you mind requesting an action real quick from me?
I don't mind.
Alright, I'm going to exhaust Hall of Heroes and remove these things so I can draw 3 cards so I can continue figuring out my turn. Okay, thanks. Bad time for connection to the world mine. Okay. Perfect.
Okay. Do I want to use one way or another? No. I think I'm going to just hold off on the card draw. I want to get rid of that goblin, I think. Undefeated, deal 1 damage to an engaged player. Got 5 health. He's got a lot of health. Let's go ahead and use one way or another in a pin particles to pay for heroic intuition. Using a pin particle in tiny form allows me to draw a card. Ooh. Still haven't used her response yet. Spend 2 to get her out. Let's go ahead and Army Advance for 1 damage on Goblin Soldier. Then we are going to switch to Giant. Switching to Giant heals me for 2. It only heals me for 1. They're at max health. Flipping the Giant does 1 damage on Goblin Soldier. We will then kill our Goblin Soldier.
Which deals 1 damage to you.
That's right. And then we will attack for 2 with Quake. Yeah, I gotta get her out of this deck. I don't think I like her anymore.
She's a cheap blocker.
Yep, but that's it. I think that's it.
Okay. I think I've got most of mine figured out here. Alright, I'm going to do 2 for Jesse Alexander since I'm on Alter Ego. I will exhaust Dad to shuffle 1 copy of Connection to the Mind World into the deck.
I was watching Guardians of the Galaxy earlier today and I was like, oh, they're on Nova Corps. I'm like, I wonder if I can spot his dad's name somewhere. Couldn't find it.
Yeah. And then I draw a card. Pot shot. Alright. Flip over to hero form. Going to do Supernova Helmet and these 2 for Honed Technique since I have 2, minimum of 2 mental resources for Honed Technique. That's going to be sick. Then we're going to Alright. Gonna do use team building exercise to get Yarnborn in play. And then I'm going to thwart for 1 to bring this down to 6. That readies the helmet. And then I'm going to use the helmet for pot shot. And it counts as a mental resource being used, so this will actually do 4, 5, 6 damage to Green Goblin.
Nice.
And I could trigger Yarnborn by discarding Force Field Projection, but I would rather save that for defense. So that is going to be it for me.
Alright, he's down to 16. That's your card.
16 and 6 health on them, or 6 threat on the main scheme.
That's right. Alright, we get four cards.
Ooh. I drew into Connection to the World Mine, so I get an extra card. I
1,
like it.
2, 3. Come on, give me a double resource.
Oh, yeah, baby.
That's not a double resource.
Alright. 2 threat on the main scheme. He is attacking against you.
I guess Quake takes this.
Okay. Put Goblin Soldier into play, engage with you. So it's 2 damage. And you have a Goblin
Jump
Soldier.
blocker takes her out. Yes.
He's attacking me for 2. I am going to take the 2. Put Goblin Thrall in play, engage with you. Then I'm going to use Connection to the World Mind to play Force Field Projection to prevent 3 to the damage. And since I spent a wild resource, I get to deal 3 damage to an enemy. I will just kill the Goblin Thrall on my face.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's fine. And then I take nothing, so I do not put a threat on the scheme. Haha. Okay, then the Goblin Soldier attacks you for 1.
Yep. Okay.
And then you get a card, and I get a card. Overconfidence. When revealed, hero, Green Goblin attacks you. If at least 3 damage was dealt by this activation, this card gains Surge. Rutrow.
That was yours or mine?
That was yours.
So it's if it does 3 damage, right?
If at least 3 damage was dealt, this card gains Surge.
So if I defend, and he still does like 2 damage, then it doesn't gain Surge.
Correct. Then it would just add a threat to the main scheme.
Sure. Why don't we do that? I'm going to defend.
Okay. He's coming in for 2, 3, 4 damage total.
Minus
And
3.
This shuffles Goblin Knight back into the deck.
Yeah. I take 1 damage.
So then they get 1 more threat. Need to start getting that thwart on.
Yeah, I'm a justice deck, and I ain't doing any justice.
Overconfidence is in doing crime without the mask, thus losing all plausible deniability. Yep. Alright. Mine
Still
encounter.
building my hand. Okay, my deck is just
Oh no. Caught off guard.
off guard.
Discard an upgrade or support you control. Oh, I'd have 1 on Hall of Heroes from that goblin thing. I think Yarnborn's going. Alright. First player passes to me. And here we go. Ready for fun time?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to do the Power of Aggression for 2. Yeah. And Helmet for 3. And Power in All of Us for 4 to play Dive Bomb. And I have Honed Technique, and I am Aerial. So, I deal 7 damage to an enemy, and then 1 damage to each other enemy. Honed Technique adds the printed value. So, I'm doing 11 damage to Green Goblin, and then 5 damage to all other enemies. which defeats
Stupid.
your goblin soldier. Isn't that dumb?
I take a damage.
And then you take a damage. Yep, because you were
worth
engaged with him.
11 damage.
Yeah, that's sickening. And then I'll hold the locust into play because that lets me get aggression events from my discard pile to my hand. I defeated a minion. Hall of Heroes. I'll thwart for 1, bringing it down to 8. Which readies Supernova Helmet, which is not quite enough for this. So I will sit on that because I don't want to flip for more threat stuffs. All right, go ahead.
That was fun to watch.
Yeah, that.
You ready for this?
So good. This deck does not have any of the double resources in it. There's no energy, strength, or genius in this deck.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Yep.
That's what's crazy.
Oh man, that was
All
neat.
right, we're gonna play strength to get our sense of justice out, and then we are going to use sense of justice and giant strength, unfortunately, to play hive mind. Oh, sorry, we got to be in tiny form. Let me flip and take care of that first.
Okay.
Tiny form removes 1 threat.
Nice.
When we switch to tiny form, we get to draw a card.
Also nice.
Okay, now we're caught up.
Okay.
So we remove 2 threat from the scheme, down to 5, and then we remove 1 additional one per ant that we have. So we remove 1 more.
Good.
Bring it down to 4. And then
Ping in for 1.
ping for 1.
Nice.
Not as cool as your turn, but
Man,
We'll
just
take it.
just imagine if there were like 8 minions out. They all take 5
that's
damage.
sweet.
Oh my god, ridiculous. Okay, so we ready up and draw.
We were talking about that in the Discord. I don't know if you saw that conversation. We brought up the conversation about Wasp in giant form and how she can divvy out her damage.
Mm-hmm.
So that we were talking about how you would then want to plus that damage to as high as you can go, so you can just divvy it out all.
Yeah.
Completely.
For sure.
5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Here we go. 2 threat on the main scheme. He is attacking against me. Got 9 health. There's 6 on the thing. I'm just gonna take it for 3 damage. That's over here. And then that adds a threat to the main scheme. And then he is attacking against you.
Let me get my threat caught up. We'll take it.
2 damage.
Woo! And a threat.
And a threat. 8 of 14. Alright. Card over here. Card over there. Care for Cassie. Good thing you didn't didn't block. Your obligation. Do you want to go to Scott Lang and have a normal voice and then exhaust to get rid of this from the game?
Yep. Scott Lang exhausted.
Okay. And Goblin Glider. Uh-oh. Attach the enemy with the highest printed hit points and without another Goblin Glider attached. If you can knock this card, gain Surge. Hero action. Spend 2 energy resources to discard this card. He has +1 attack. First player, to you.
Alright. Spin on over. Alright. I didn't think this out yet. Do we want to not push it?
I'd probably be
Play.
okay with it, maybe.
Let's see what I can do here. I think we're gonna go to tiny form. Alright, let's go to tiny form. Really just kind of banking on the card draw here. We remove one threat for going to tiny.
Okay.
Slide down. Let's give me a double resource here. That's not a double resource. But we're gonna go ahead and spend one. That's gonna pay for Army of Ants. Let's get that out. And we're gonna use these three to get Wasp out. After Wasp enters play, we remove 2 threat in tiny form.
Nice.
Brings it down to 5. And then we Army of Ants for 2. 2 damage on Gob. And do you want me to flip them?
If you, let's see, if you don't, I can set up for a real solid next turn.
Okay.
So maybe thwart this turn, and I'll try for stiff.
Thwarting for 2.
Okay.
Brings it down to 3. And then that is our turn.
Okay. Then I'm going to do Helmet and 1 for Ironheart to draw a card. Into Light Speed Flight, huh? Alright. I'm going to use Power of Aggression to put the Locust into play. Hero response: after the Locust enters play, add 1 aggression event from your discard pile to your hand. I'm pretty sure it's Dive Bomb, but let me double check here. Looking for trouble. No, it's Dive Bomb. Alright. That'll be for next time. And then I will attack for 1, bringing him down to 1. Ready Supernova Helmet. I'll use Supernova Helmet for Light Speed Flight to remove 3 threat from a scheme. That clears that out. And then I think I'm going to sit on these to draw a card for each minion.
I should have removed his glider. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, yeah.
I could have.
Whoops.
Lesson learned.
Yep. Okay, that's going to be me.
That's us. Alright. We ready up and deal. Let's go over here.
And 2, I get an encounter card because I hit the end of my deck.
I like what I see here.
I mean, it sort of feels bad that I didn't do anything with the allies, and one of them is going to eat an attack here, but ah well. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 2 threat on the main scheme. He is attacking you with an attack of 3.
Unfortunately, do I want to defend? You know what? I do. I'm going to just defend for 2.
Okay. Unless you want me to throw an ally in front of it.
If you got one to spare.
I do have 2 allies.
If you want to throw, like, Ironheart in front of it.
Yeah. Give you Ironheart on this one for 3. Put Goblin Soldier into play engage with you.
Of course.
I can't remember if this is supposed to go for me since my dude blocked for you, or if it's for you. I don't remember. Hi.
I mean, my instinct says me, but I don't know.
Maybe. Oh my gosh. Kitty, go away. We'll have it in front of you for right now, and maybe somebody in the chat will be able to help us out with that.
Maurice, Diamond, trap hit.
It's not Nova, it is the other player. Okay. Then Ironheart is defeated because she took 3, and Goblin Soldier's over there. Alright. Thank you very much for that. Goblin is attacking me. Locust is going to jump in front of this one. Woof. And that's for 5 damage. She gone. And then this gets shuffled back into the encounter deck. Okay. Goblin Soldier attacks you for 1.
Goblin Soldier attacks me for... No. Yep.
1, 2. Alright. Your card is Overrun. When defeated, in player order, each player must discard 2 cards from the encounter deck and put each goblin minion they discarded this way into play engaged with them. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. This is going to be a wild next turn. Let's go. Wicked Ambitions. When revealed, discard X cards from the encounter deck, where X is equal to double the villain's stage number. So, 2. Each time a goblin minion is discarded this way, choose to either take 3 damage or put that minion into play engaged with you. 2 cards. 1. Nope. 2. Crap. When revealed, you're stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. Ooh, I don't want to be stunned. That'd be real bad. Right?
The monster's on you.
Hang on. What was this? 3 damage? If I'm stunned, I attack to get rid of stun. I dive bomb and kill all these guys after this threat is removed, ideally. And then I can ready from Unleash the Nova Force as long as I can pay for all of that. Which I can't. Shoot. Bummer. Alright, I take 3 damage.
Aye.
Down to 3. Pumpkin Bombs. Alright, attached to the villain. After the villain attacks you, discard Pumpkin Bombs to take 2 indirect damage. As a hero action, you can spend 2 physical resources to discard this card. Oi.
Okay.
Alright, so first player passes to me. Are you able to clear this with the card?
I can clear the side scheme, and I'll take care of his glider.
Okay. I would like to request for an action for you to clear the side scheme then, please.
Got it. Then I will... exhaust Ant-Man for 3... scheme, or 3 thwart. Removing Overrun.
So, depending on how we want to play it, as per rules for requesting an action, you can't use a basic action.
It still works out then. I will play Power of Justice to play lay down the law.
Okay.
So that just no, I have to change form. Ooh. I can't do it then.
Can you play Power of Justice? Or no, never mind. I was thinking for Justice.
Yeah, I can't do anything actually. Because it's after you change form.
Crap.
I could remove the glider, that's about it. That resized to large, that wouldn't do anything. I can't exhaust any characters. Like, I can't use basic allies, right? Like, you can't use their basic powers.
Correct.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see. If I do one for this...
The only thing I could do, I could keep Glider out there. I could spend 4 to play Nick Fury to remove 2, 3. But then the Glider stays in.
Alright, I think I got it. I think I can do it. Okay, so Supernova Helmet for Unleash Nova Force. So until the end of the round, whenever I defeat an enemy or remove the last threat from a scheme, I ready and draw a card. Alright, so we're going to... thwart 1 on the main scheme.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. Which readies Supernova Helmet. Nope, not thwart 1. We're going to attack Green Goblin. And that defeats him. Mm-hmm. So I ready. That's it. Alright. Green Goblin 1's out. Green Goblin 2, deal 2 encounter cards to each player when he is revealed. Oh boy. Okay. That readied me, and I draw a card. I forgot about the drawing a card. Okay. Neat. Yep, this will work just fine. Going to use the Nova Helmet for... nope, hang on. Going to... Oh, man. Now I got options. I need... Oh, that's fine. I'm going to play... I'm going to attack Goblin for... Jeez. Yep, we're just wasting an activation. Okay, sorry. He goes up to... What, 18? Which is 36.
You don't want me to play Nick to thwart?
No, that's alright.
Okay.
I will do Looking for Trouble. As a hero action thwart, discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until you discard a minion. Put that minion into play engaged with you. Remove 3 threat from the main scheme. Alright. Oh, that's main scheme. Never mind. Don't want that. I will Supernova Helmet for light speed flight to remove 3 threat from a scheme. I will get rid of Overrun.
Okay.
I finished the threat from a thing, so I draw a card. A side scheme was defeated, so you can draw a card.
Yep.
And
draw a card.
And when defeated in player order, each player must discard 2 cards from the encounter deck and put each goblin minion they discard this way into play engaged with them. Alright, so I discard 2. None minions.
None.
Your 2 goblin soldier.
I have 2 goblin soldiers.
How much health yet?
5.
5. Okay. Then I'm going to attack Goblin for 1. Ready's Supernova Helmet. Then we're going to Supernova Helmet. The Power in All of Us team building exercise and looking for trouble.
Power in all of us.
Hi, kitty.
FYI, Blunder, I can't see
No.
your table. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
That's intentional.
Oh,
Because
jeez.
it's his turn.
Okay. Sorry. I'm almost there. Now I'll do the looking for trouble to dig till I hit a minion. Goblin Knight. Okay, that's fine. He gets engaged with me, remove 3 threat. That readies me, and I draw a card. Okay. I will play Bring It to draw a card for each minion engaged with you. There's 1. Swap it out for Champion's Mobile Bunker. Alright, it's now the time.
Do 11 damage again.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 for Dive Bomb to do, and I paid with a wild, so it counts as a mental resource, to deal 11 damage to an enemy and then 5 damage to each other enemy. So I'll do 11 damage to Green Goblin.
Yep.
And then 5 damage to both Goblin soldiers. Defeats them both, so you take 2 damage.
Yes. That is okay.
I get 2 counters on Hall of Heroes. Deals 5 damage to Goblin Knight. That's gone.
I've never used a 5 damage token before.
That I defeated 2 enemies, so I draw 2 cards. into Dive Bomb again. Oh. Alright. We're going to attack Goblin Knight for 1. Brings him up to 6 of 7. Ready's Supernova's Helmet. We're going to do Supernova Helmet and
I can take care of your goblin.
Pot Shot, so can I, for no quarter. Requires a physical resource, which I did with the helmet, to deal 4 damage to an enemy. For each point of excess damage dealt to that enemy by this attack, discard the top card of your deck and add each aggression card discarded this way to your hand. Since I paid a... Oh, no, that doesn't work like that. Shoot. This wild had to be used for the physical resource in order to play this card, so it can't also be used as the mental resource for Hone Technique. That's fine.
Sure.
So we'll deal 4 damage to Goblin Knight, and I draw 3 cards. Defeating the minion readies me, and adds another counter here, and I get a card for this. Well, no quarter is going to put discard the top card of the deck, add each aggression card to your hand. I lose an Unleash Nova Force. I should have stacked those in the other way. And then since I defeated a minion, I draw a card for light speed flight.
What about your Hall of Heroes? Does that do anything yet?
I have to be on Alter Ego to draw for that. Okay.
Yeah, Diamond, this is why the camera's on him, because it takes 10 years to do a turn, but
Yep.
he's doing more than
Moment
my
of
2 minutes of fame.
Moment of truth would have been good in that. Okay. Are you able to get rid of one of these? Do I need to get rid of the other?
Get rid of what? Sorry.
The attachments?
I can still do... I'll use my energy to get rid of the glider.
Okay.
That's really all I can do.
Alright. Then, in that case, I will... Oh, I don't want to get rid of Dive Bomb. Oh well. I'm going to attack for 1. And that readies the helmet. And maybe I don't get rid of the pumpkin bombs then. And I'll hold on to these cards. I will flip over. I will exhaust Jesse. Nope, I won't exhaust Jesse. It still lets me draw a card, because the cost is exhausting. Powering all of us doesn't do me any good. Okay. Go ahead. Yikes.
Alright, let's first get rid of the
Yikers.
glider. 2 energy gets rid of the glider. And then... we will...
Missed 2 readies in that. I don't think I had the opportunity to attack in between. Maybe I did. I don't know. I'm satisfied enough. Blunder wants to play the game too.
Yeah, I want to do some stuff too. There's no threat to remove. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna clear our hand here. I think that's our best move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets Nick out. Nick lets me draw 3 cards.
Did you say you got rid of the Goblin Glider?
Yes.
Okay.
He still has pumpkins, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And 0 threat on the scheme.
Correct.
Alright, even better. I mean,
I don't know how much we need under surveillance after
yeah.
this.
I might just, I'm gonna spend that to get my other army out. So that's 3 army. The genius left over.
If only it was a strength.
Yeah. Let's do some stuff here. So I think we flip.
Army advance.
Yep, army advance for 3. Brings them to 20.
Down to 20.
Flip the giant. We heal 2 damage flipping.
Helmet's so good.
And then we will then do another 3. Bring them down to 17. And then we'll just pop another 2 with Wasp. That's our turn.
Attacking with Nick.
I suppose we could attack with Nick for 2. Bring him down to 13. And then we're done.
Alright. Looks like we're probably going to go for the win next turn.
Yeah.
Alright, so we ready up and draw. 5, 6. Oh, connection to the world mind. Extra card. Nice.
I get 5 cards, right? No, 4. 2, 3. Don't worry about threat.
It is kind of tricky to pilot. That's for sure, but it's fun. All right. I mean, this is gonna hurt. 3 encounter cards per.
We're fine.
Yep.
As long as he doesn't attack us 4 times.
Yeah. Okay. I have nothing I can do from my hand. He is activating against me. It's not pumpkin bombs because that's just on an attack. So he is scheming for 2, 4.
Okay. So I didn't put my original 2 plus.
Threat
4.
is up to 6.
Yep.
Then he is attacking against you for 2.
Nick's gonna take it.
All right. 3. Place a threat on the main scheme for each card with a printed wild resource in your hand.
I have 1.
Okay. So Nick gets hit for 3. And then pumpkin bombs trigger. And you take 2 indirect damage that you can assign however you'd like.
We'll just let Wasp take both.
Does she have 2 health left?
No, she'll
Then
take 1 and I take 1.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. We got to survive through this.
Gross.
My 3. Weight of the world. Oh, come on. All right, so I can't ready my helmet as an alter ego action. I exhaust to remove this from the game. So I don't even get to do it right now. But that's probably okay. We probably won't even worry about it. Overrun. Okay, that was that same one as before. With 2 threat on it. To discard stuff to put minions into play. And Hysteria. Attached to Green Goblin. Forced Interrupt. When Green Goblin schemes or attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for that activation. Spend 2 mental resources to discard this card. Yikes.
Hysteria.
But that will hopefully not matter.
Okay.
Assault. You're on hero form. Villain attacks you.
It's not what I wanted.
It matters.
I have to defend.
Okay. He's coming in for 2 and 2 boost cards.
Oh,
How much health you at?
4.
And you're defending for 3?
Yes.
Alright, here comes 2, 3, 4, 5. And put this into play.
Ugh. Take
Good.
2 damage.
Goblin Nation. We're not a gang. We're so much more. We're a family, an empire, a pantheon. And I am the Goblin King. Each Goblin minion, including Green Goblin, gets +1 attack.
Nothing right now.
I wonder what the timing is for that. Does this come into play and give him +1 attack for this attack? I don't think so. I think because his... Well, no, because when he flips to Norman, it checks the new attack.
We'd have to put 1 threat on the main because he hit me.
Yep. Do you have more than 1 health left?
I have 2 health left.
Okay. I think you may need to take 1 more from that, but we'll see if you die from these instead. Regenerative Healing. He heals X damage, where X is double the number of the villain's stage. So he heals 4. He's up to 17. And Pumpkin Bombs again. Onto him. Okay, first player passes to you. There are no minions in play. And he has 17 health. I do have Dive Bomb in hand for 11.
Okay. I wonder if I just focus on the main scheme.
Would you mind requesting an action from me real quick?
Sure, go for it.
Alright. I will exhaust Hall of Heroes to draw 3 cards. Okay.
Okay. need to change to Scott. Bad. Ooh, okay. Well, good news is we can get rid of Hysteria. I'm gonna use my genius to get rid of that.
Okay.
I'm then going to use Power of Justice to pay for 4 Justice. It removes 3 threat from a scheme. 4 if we paid with a mental. We used a wild, so 4 in the main. Then we're going to exhaust Sense of Justice to... Ooh, it doesn't work because it's a hero response. Ugh. I can get him down to... $14 damage, 14 health.
Um, 11. 6.
If we can't kill him, then I have to go to Scott Lang.
I'm at 17 so far.
No, that's... Should be enough, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so we're going to switch to Tiny. Exhausted. After you switch to Tiny, we draw a card. It's going to give us an extra encounter card for me.
Okay.
I draw Wrath. We change form, so after we change form, we play Wrath. Actually, no, we can play Sense of Justice. To remove 3 threat. If we used a mental, we can remove 4. We'll take that off the main. So the main is clear.
Okay.
And then we amp for 3 on Goblin. Bring him down to 14.
Okay.
And then that is my turn.
Okay. I'm going to start off with Jesse Alexander. I don't have a thing to shuffle in, but I drew into Pot Shot. 6. Okay. So, we're going to flip to hero form. We're going to pay 1 for Yarnbjorn. Then we are going to pay 4 Power of Justice, Helmet, and 1 for Dive Bomb to do 11 damage to him.
Heck yeah. Bring him down to 3 health.
I am going to pitch a physical resource from hand, or spend a physical resource from hand to do 2 damage to him.
Brings him to 1 health.
Then I'm going to use Connection to the World Mine to pay for Pot Shot, since it's a wild resource. I can do that 1 for 2 to deal 4 damage to an enemy. And that will trigger Hone Technique for 6 more damage. And
Easy.
then we're going to use Moment of Truth. After attack and defeat an enemy, heal 1 from your hero for each point of excess damage dealt to the enemy by that attack. So that would have been, he was at 1. This could have been before that to heal 5. And then we'll do a wild again for another Pot Shot for another 6. And then I'll thwart for 1 off Overrun.
Got him.
Yeah! Victory! Oh, I never
Easy peasy.
I never changed Green Goblin to... There we go. That has the right stats now. Yes! Wait.
That's close.
Wait.
That's close.
Wait. There we go. Victory.
All right.
Splendid. What an awesome game. Love this game so much. So much. Can't get enough. Gonna play more on Wednesday. Probably gonna finish off the Mad Titan Shadow campaign that we're on.
Nice, nice.
Because we kind of blitzed through 3 of them, and so we have 2 more. And that's it. That's victory on Mutagen formula.
Easy.